Craig McIntyre with McIntyre Elder Law, helping seniors protect their assets and legacies. And, I have mixed feelings today. We're going to talk about making hard choices, making choices that maybe make you feel a little bad or melancholy or that just are tough to do. I mean, I think estate planning is a tough choice. It's a tough thing. You have to get out of your own way. Growing a business, handling a law firm is a very tough thing. And I'm making some really tough choices right now. Brenton, that's a great office you're in right now.
It is, man. It used to be yours. That's why it's a mess.
It used to be my office. And yeah, I love that office. It's got a great view, right? It's got windows. It's a big office. But in order for us to grow, I had to give up that office. I had to get out of my own way and move out of that office.
Right.
And I think we do that with our children, with our grandchildren a lot, is maybe give up certain roles to let them move into a leadership role, to let them go, maybe let them go be on their own and be independent. The same way as maybe we don't want to, maybe we feel like if we're doing estate planning, if we appoint a power of attorney or an agent to handle our financial affairs, our healthcare affairs, if we appoint a trustee to handle a trust, we feel like we're giving up control, or we feel like, and it hurts. It stings to do that. I'm not going to lie to you. Stepping out of that office and giving that office to you was something I had, my ego, and I had to have a talk, okay? And I had to suppress my ego and say, this is what's best for our firm.
Right. Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. I've been in the same situations, and what's funny is, I have a lot of clients who we do some really, intricate plans for them. Not complicated, but very, very intricate, where it's very tailored to them, and there's certain things they need to do. Maybe move accounts, maybe move assets from an account to protect it, or retitle a house to protect it. And maybe they've been in that same account, bank, financial institution for years, and they haven't changed anything. And that change, facing that change, is uncomfortable. It's incredibly uncomfortable. And just as uncomfortable as maybe giving up your old digs, right? The place where you've done a lot of work, where you've had spent hours working, blood, sweat, and tears building a firm, to give up that space to another person is likewise a hard thing to do, but a necessary thing to do.
I was talking to Bob yesterday. Bob's a business coach that we work with sometimes, and he calls those things transitional objects. I was talking to him about this because I'm struggling with it. And, I'm doing the same thing with Theron in Charlotte, and he's moving into that office, and I'm in the conference room. I've kicked myself out of my own office, right? And I really, really wanted that office so much. I loved that office. It was a big goal, and he was trying to point out that that's no different than the baby rattle that I had, as a kid, that I loved so much, or my teddy bear or something, right? Or my blankie, my binky or whatever. Those things are transitional objects. And to transition to the next level where we want to be, we have to give those up. I think that's the same as keeping such firm control over everything that we never do estate planning, which actually allows us to really be proactive and have control. Even if we become incompetent, incapacitated, everything's still taken care of for us. And then we can help our families for generations that way too, by passing and protecting assets, even if it's just a house, down to the kids that could send the grandkids to college,
Yeah, and I'd say that, before you plan, your quote unquote control is an illusion of control. You don't have control over an asset that's subject to that much risk. You just don't, because it's an illusion of control, because maybe you feel like it's the same old thing, same old comfortable thing. But if that thing is subject to risk, if your house can be taken, then do you really have control over it? And so I think the other idea
that's the point. Yeah, you're right on it. That's the point. Is if you try to maintain such control that you never do deed planning or trust planning with your home or other property, and you have a long-term care event, which there's 70% of some type of long-term event happening if you're over 65, there's a huge odds if you try to maintain control too tight, then you're actually going to lose control. The opposite is going to happen, right? You're going to have that house taken possibly, right? It's kind of, I look at it like my coach, when coaching, hitting coaches that I used to have, you know, I'd go to these advanced hitting clinics at Florida State. I mean, big time universities, Clemson, big baseball universities. And I love baseball. You know, the tighter you grip the bat, the slower you swing, the slower you can react to a pitch. So you always want to hold the bat with a loose grip. You still have it in your hands. You're not going to drop the bat, right? But when you get tight on the bat, that's when you're swinging, and whatever, you know, at whatever pace and pitch, you know, and direction that that ball is coming, whether it be a curveball, you know, a changeup, a fastball, whatever it is. So a loose bat actually equals more control.
That's right.
I think the same applies here. Being able to be comfortable, trusting in the people around you, finding that niche, being, you know, that trust, being able to trust your professionals, your attorney, to do the best plan and drafting for you, and then trusting yourself to work with those people to make that plan. That equals more control. And I try to preach that to people every day. I don't think I do as good a job as I should. Or to tell myself to be that way every day, to give up my offices and things like that in order to help bring other attorneys along so we can grow. It's easier said than done. Easier said than done.
That's right. A lot of what we do here is to help people get out of their own way, because we all need that help. And, you know, we help them actually gain control in reality.
That's right. Where they believe the opposite might be true. So
that's right.
Yeah. Well, hey, Brenton, thank you for exploring this subject with me. It's an important subject, maybe one of the most important subjects that actually allows people to plan and protect and save assets, is understanding the need to do that to grow, and that by allowing others to participate, they actually gain more control and more safety.
That's right.
Well, thanks, man. We try to bring you great content every week. This is the Elder Law Report, so tune in every week. Generally, I air this around Friday at 10 o'clock on Facebook and other channels. So tune in. Thanks so much. Thanks, Brenton.
Thanks.
Bye now.
Bye.